we are looking at eligibility and registration requirements. By now, all of you should have had your registration. You should have registered for the courses. And once you've registered for the courses, we expect you to attend lectures. And the university says that for you to qualify to write an examination, you need to attend lectures for at least 75% of the total number of lecture hours that the department or that particular class have had. So if you fall short of this 75%, that is, if you miss lectures for more than 25%, the department or the examiner has every right to bar you from writing that particular paper. So you should have met that requirement by now. Otherwise, some of your examiners will say no, they cannot, they will not allow you to write the exam. So you can go online again and check your registration. Make sure that all the courses that you intend taking are, on your detailed or on your proof of registration. So we have the detailed academic records, and we also have the detailed have the detailed academic record and have the proof of registration. Check to make sure that all the courses and the right course codes are there. So one thing you need to know is that in the university, we most often deal with your ID numbers and then deal with course codes more than the course titles. If you're just looking for a course title, you can find similar course titles in various departments. For instance, research methods. Research methods is a course title. You can find it in almost every department on this campus. However, your specific research methods will be different from the others. So if you're a sociology student, yours may be soci something. Political science student may have poly something. Social work student may have soc something. So please be confident with your course codes, and not just the titles alone, but the course codes are very necessary, because that is what you are going to use to identify the course. So when you go onto the timetable that was distributed, don't be looking for the titles alone. Look for the codes first. Otherwise, you'd rather go and then look at somebody's course and then think you are one of them. Then you will prepare towards that particular day. You will get there that day and you'll be informed that no, you didn't register for that particular course and therefore you will not be allowed to write. And by then, maybe your own course would have been or might have been written. So don't miss out. Timetable awareness. We've already sent out a timetable, and every semester, what we do is we first come out with the provisional examination timetable. The provisional exam timetable is supposed to just, bring the awareness to students that examination is drawing nearer. So let us prepare. But we also expect students to check the examination, the provisional exam timetable. If there are any problems, if we check and there is a clash, you quickly report at your department. If there is a clash, you quickly report at your department. If you don't report it and we start the examination and you now come to report to us, we may not mind you, because it becomes so difficult that others have prepared, they've done their work, but because of you, we are now moving a paper. So check on the provisional examination timetable to make sure that all your courses are there and there is no clash. Again, after the provisional examination timetable is sent out, we get complaints from various units, and then we factor them into the preparation of the final exam timetable. So when we are done, then we come out with the final exam timetable. Again, how do students even access these exam timetables? We send emails through public affairs. So our public affairs directorate will send an email on behalf of the academic affairs directorate, and for that matter, the teaching and examinations unit. They will send the timetable to every student, your emails. It goes into your emails. So you will have to activate your emails, the official emails, not the Yahoo and the Gmails that you brought, but the ST one, like one from the University of Ghana. That is the official email that we know, and we'll always send them to you. So we will send both the provisional exam timetable and the final exam timetable to you through your emails. We are still very considerate. So even upon doing that, we still print hard copies, send them to the various departments and to the various halls for people who are residents. We do that because we don't want to leave out any of our students. However, just develop the habit of checking your emails almost every day, because sometimes we send out very, very important information to you through the emails. So keep checking. After the final timetable has come out, as you said now, you know, maybe you are starting your exams on the 18th, maybe at 7:30. However, you don't know what, the venue that you'll be writing this examination. So we'll also communicate that through what we call the daily examination timetables. How do you assess the daily examination timetable? Ms. Adwina, please check and then mute, the people that are talking so that they don't disturb their colleagues. And I mentioned the email, okay, the website address for the university, www.ug.edu.gh. And I said you go under featured links. And under featured links, that is the first item under featured links, examination timetable. When you click on the examination timetable, all the dates that have been populated, all the days that we have already loaded the timetable, you will see it in deep blue. So it is highlighted in a way. So for instance, you are writing on the 18th. So if you click on 18th, for now, we haven't loaded 18th one yet, but we'll load. When you check under featured links, you will see the daily timetable. You click on it. If we have already populated that particular date, you will see your course code, you see the course title, and then you are likely going to see ranges of ID numbers. Because what we do is that with UGLC 110, for instance, the students are so many. We are going to write them in badges. However, every examination center will give you the index number ranges that will be going there, from one index number range to the other. And then we will distribute that amongst all the examination centers. Then the same UGRC 110, after the first batch, that is after the 731, they will write again at 11:30, but a different group of students, not the same students. You have to check to make sure that you get your right place of examination and then the right time for the examination so that you don't miss it. Please note that even though it might be the same paper that is being written later on, once your number does not fall within that particular session, you will not be considered. So please be mindful. So you check. If you check and you are not getting your range, quickly ask questions. Quickly contact the Academic Affairs Directorate that you cannot find your index number range. We will check for you, but always check because we get it accurate. So check. Now, with the online on-site examination, there are some that you'll be writing online. There are so many labs that we have on campus, including the UGBS graduate campus. That is one of the labs that we use. You will have to check to know where you are taking your paper and at what time you are taking the paper. The final timetable might have said, okay, you are taking yours at 7:30, but because we have to schedule different papers, it may be coming up around 9 o'clock or 9:30. So you have to check that to make sure that you get the exact time of your exams and then where you are writing. One other thing that we have noticed from students is that you are freshers. You don't even know where these venues are. If I mention LT3, there are a number of you here who don't know where LT3 is. Or I say F-Course Home Science Annex, you have no idea. The moment you see these centers against where you are writing your examination, please just spend some time to look for the venues. Don't wait until the very time that you are writing. That is when you are now walking to the exam center. You get to where you are thinking is the place, and they tell you that, oh, that is not the place. It is at this place. And you see students running up and down because they've not done the pre or they've haven't checked. They've not gone before the examination to look for all these venues. So if you do that, it will go against you. When you rush into an examination hall that way, there is no way that you can concentrate on the paper that you are writing. And again, you know that the university says that you should be seated 30 minutes to the start of examinations. 30 minutes to the start of examinations. This is just to help you yourself, because If you don't sit at that time, if you're not 30 minutes earlier, they read all the instructions. You may not be privy to. Then you enter there and then mess up. So please check the time, look for exactly where you are writing your paper. If you are not sure of the location of it, ask questions, go out, look for the venue so that you'll be sure of where you are writing. So punctuality, we are saying, arriving very early ensures candidates are ready before the exam starts. Then again, the regulation says that if you are more than 30 minutes late into the start of an examination, you will be prevented from writing the exam, and then you'll be awarded a fail grade. So if the paper is supposed to start at 7:30, we expect you to be seated by 7 o'clock. If you're not seated by 7 o'clock, we will not force you, but you will miss certain things that you need to know. However, when the paper finally starts at 7:30, if you are more than 30 minutes late, that means that if you now come at a minute after 8, you are more than 30 minutes late. You'll be prevented from writing the exam, and then you'll be awarded a grade X for going for the paper late. In the same vein, if you also register for a course and you don't turn up for the exam without the express permission of the Director of Academic Affairs, you will be awarded a grade X2. Just to add, the University of Ghana or the Legon Hospital, it is not, I'm not referring to the UGMC, I'm referring to the Legon Hospital, just by the Legon police station. We have an examination center there. So if you are on admission and you know you have a paper, quickly prompt, whoever the nurse that you have a paper to write, either that very day or the following day. They will call the exam team. The exam team will come. The doctor will assess you. If the doctor feels that you can write, you will take the exam. Don't go to the clinic when you know you have a paper to write and you are not feeling well. Rather go straight to the hospital. Rather go straight to the hospital if you have a paper to write, and then and you are not, and you are sick, so that we can administer the exams to you at the hospital. At the clinic, we don't administer examinations because they don't admit people there. At UGMC, it is not our designated hospital. So we don't have any team there to administer questions. If you go to any other hospital, we cannot bring you questions there. It is only at the University of Ghana hospital, that is the Legon Hospital, that we do these things. Now, when you get to the examination center, entrance into the exam room is controlled. Controlled in the sense that they can ask you to wait. You wait outside. They will have to do all the things that they have to do internally before they call you to come. You are not supposed to use any other door that has not, you've not been given access to. Use the designated door, because the invigilators have every right to conduct searches on you. So if you are going in, they can search you before you go and sit. They can also just observe you as you enter, so that they know who is coming in and then who is doing what. Materials allowed. Candidates must bring their own pens, pencils, erasers, approved calculators, and please take note, approved calculators and correct question papers for, question papers, you don't even bring question papers, but approved calculators. Don't send any calculator that is bad. Don't send any smart device into the examination hall. Don't send any mobile device into the examination hall. So the prohibited items, books, papers, written notes, unauthorized electronics like phones or smartwatches are not allowed near the exam center. These materials must be put 50 meters away from the examination center. So please don't come with them. If you are a non-resident student, please get a very committed friend, so you can always leave some of these things with them, and then just walk there with your plain hands. You come and then write, apart from your pens and pencils and erasers, you come and write your exams and then go. The invigilators, an invigilator can call you at any time for you to stand up for him to search you. So you will have to avail yourself for such searches. Again, if you ask for permission to go out, they can search you before allowing you to go out. Sorry, please. Examinations are going on, so there are a number of interactions coming in, and then I have to interrupt and then speak to them. Some people are waiting for their question papers, so you can be asked to subject yourself to a search, because they don't want you to go in there and then remove something from a packet, read, and then come back and then write. Again, you are not supposed to send any of these materials into our washrooms. If you are caught leaving any material in the washroom, you can be charged for examination malpractice. Identification requirements and candidate conduct. Every student will be admitted to write our exams with our approved University of Ghana ID card. You must have a valid University of Ghana ID card. Don't go to the exam center with your admission letter. Your admission letter is not your ID card. Don't go there with a proof of registration, because the proof of registration is not a valid ID card. Don't go there with your Ghana card. That is not what we are asking for. We want your University of Ghana ID card. If you don't have a University of Ghana ID card, quickly get to your college, or we have some checkpoints. I will talk to you about the checkpoints. You go there and then acquire a provisional ID card. Where can you get a provisional ID card? College of Humanities, at the business school, first floor, the academic office. You can get a provisional ID card there. You can get a provisional ID card in the College of Education, their academic office. Then CBAS, their academic office. Then when examinations are in session, you can get a provisional ID card at the central cafeteria. You can get a provisional ID card also at GCB, just opposite the new N block. There are people there when examinations are in session who are seated there to give provisional ID cards and to check students who don't have their ID numbers on the desktops, or yes, on the desktops. So expected candidate conduct. Candidates must maintain civility, avoid smoking or alcohol, and comply with all invigilation instructions at the exam center. Civility. So you have to respect everybody that is there and be as calm as possible, because people are there to assist you. So you don't go there throwing your arms here and there, speaking anyhow to people. As much as possible, we also expect them to treat you similar, in a very similar way. They are not supposed to be shouting at you. If you have any cause to you can go to the university's website. Okay, that is on STS, sorry. There is a place we've labeled it exam complaint. You can go and then give a complaint if the complaint concerns an examination you have taken and it happened at the center. You can give the complaint there, give the date, give the time, and then we'll also call whoever didn't behave well towards you to order. Communication rules. Candidates must not communicate or exchange information, materials, or devices during the exam to prevent cheating. So you don't go into the exam hall and then somebody wants a pen, then just send and then give the pen to the person. The person will have to request for it from any of the invigilators or invigilation assistants around. And they're the only people that can take these things and then hand them over to you. Otherwise, if you are caught communicating, they are going to report the two of you that you have communicated. And there's a sanction to that if you are communicating in the exam hall. And when I say exam hall, I also mean the IA hall too, when you are writing interim assessments. You have to always ask for permission to do that. Candidates can also seek help by raising their hand to get the invigilator's attention during the exam. So you just raise your hand, they will come to you. If you want to exit the room, so within the first 30 minutes after the start of the exam, we don't allow anybody to go out unless it is an emergency case. But after the first 30 minutes, you can exit if you want to, if you are done with your paper. You can also use the washroom at the time. But as I said, you may be searched, and then we may let somebody escort you to wherever you are going. And by search, please, we respect all religions, as far as this university is concerned, all religions are respected. However, we've also noticed that there are times when people are. So when you go to the exam center, we also need to identify you. We have to look at the picture and look at your face to make sure that you are not impersonating. So we will always give you the courtesies, but if there's a need for us to remove the hijab, we'll take you into a room somewhere. If you're definitely a female will do that, not a male. So that they will just check to be sure that the person who registered for the course is the one that is writing the examination. So when they ask you to subject yourself to that, please don't think that they are undermining you or no. It is because some badness are trying to drag your religion into the mat. That is why we are trying to do that, just to make sure that yes, everybody who registered for the course is the one writing. Okay. Forms of examination malpractice. Malpractice includes cheating, impersonation, plagiarism, unauthorized materials, and early access to exam papers. Early access, whatever road you use, we don't know. But if you have prior knowledge of an examination question, then it means you got it illegally. And therefore, if it is found out, investigations will be conducted. And if you are guilty, then you'll be sanctioned. Then, unauthorized material. You're not supposed to send a mobile phone in there. You're not supposed to send a smart watch there. You're not supposed to send any written notes into the exam hall. If you go there with any of these things, then it means that you are trying to gain undue advantage or unfair advantage in the examination, and you'll be sanctioned. The sanctions range from reprimands to suspension to expulsion or barring from exams depending on offense severity. So depending on how severe your offenses, and the least, when it is determined that you were trying to gain undue advantage in an examination, the least sanction you can get is for the entire result, your entire result for that semester to be cancelled. So you'll be given a grade Z because you had written notes in an examination hall, or you had written on your ties in an examination hall, or you had written on a veil and sent it to an examination hall. You will have your entire results cancelled. That is the least you can get if the committee determines that you try to gain unfair advantage in the examination. Maintaining exam integrity. Sanctions and disciplinary measures uphold examination integrity and serve as strong deterrents. So for instance, you are a University of Ghana student, then you are in town and then you hear, oh, as for University of Ghana, when you're going to write their exams, you can even send pieces of paper into the exam hall and just copy. How will you feel if you hear something like that? What that means is that if you struggle to come out with your class, people will be thinking that, oh, after all, he also went to copy. Or they just use their books, they copy, they allow them to copy. So the value of your certificate is devalued. It is reduced to nothing. That is why we'll have to protect the integrity of the university, and for that matter, the integrity of our examination. So when you come out that you have an A, then everybody knows that it is a genuine A. Unfortunately, some of you from even BEC, you started involving yourself in this sort of cheating. You did that, you weren't caught, you moved to what's the name, to the SHS, you did again, you were not caught, and you are here and you think you can do the same. Please just psych yourself that, look, here I'm going to do an independent work. Regardless of how I got my grace to come here. In this university, I'm going to do my independent examination. So as I was saying, we will not allow a few people to come in here and then make our certificates useless because they've come to copy, they've come to cheat, and then they've gone out with it. Then everybody thinks that everybody that completes here definitely also cheated. We are not going to allow that. So we will do our best. We'll be very strict on you so that the certificate that you will be given, you go out there and everybody respects it. It is in your own interest. It is in your own interest. Having said this, I will go back, or I'm just going back to tell you that you should regularly read your emails, because that is the only official means of us talking to you. So after we have, we've released the final timetable, if there are changes coming in, we usually send emails to you to tell you that, okay, this course, which was scheduled to be written on this day, has been moved to this other day. I'm sure by now you have received a lot of them from the continuous students one that we've been sending, because we don't discriminate, we send it to all students. So please keep reading those things so that you will keep yourself very informed about decisions. Check notice boards for changes to final timetable. So I've mentioned that because we know some of you may not have smartphones, we still send these things to the notice boards. So you can also check there for it. Those days when we were students, every morning, if we were leaving the hall, you just get to the Porter's Lodge, then the notice board there, you go and read the notices there, read everything. Anytime you were getting back from lecture, you go back to the notice board again to read before going in, because that was how communication was done. But these days, thankfully, emails are sent and you can just read the emails and get the information. If you don't read these things, you may end up missing your paper. And we don't want anybody to miss a paper. Then check the university's website under featured links for daily timetables. So the daily timetable, as I initially indicated, it's under the featured links. When you click on it, the dates that are populated, then you will see the courses that will be written, the exact time that they will be written, the places that they will be written, and then the ranges, the index number ranges, where you fall within. So you must know your index number by heart. Let me put it that way in quotes. You know it by heart so that when you check, then you are able to tell that your index number falls within this range. That maybe it's an online on-site exam. So if you are writing your paper at the School of Nursing lab, then you know that is where you are writing. The exact time that you are writing, you'll get to know when you check the daily timetables. So please, at this time, if you sleep, if you relax too much, things will go and then leave you. So you have to always make sure that you check these things, look out for information. If there is anything bothering you, then you quickly contact the Teaching and Examinations Unit at the Academic Affairs Directorate. We'll respond to you, we'll attend to you. Sometimes some students even just walk here because it is quite critical, it's so close. But don't always wait till it is too close. If it is about a clash and you now wait till it's about 3 days and you come, what will happen if we move it? It's going to, distort so many things for so many students. So you usually have to report to us very early for us to take care of all these things. Let me once again hammer that if you are more than 30 minutes late into the start of any paper, you will not be allowed in. If you go to any examination center without a valid University of Ghana ID card, you will not be allowed in. If you miss your session and you want to go for, to take your paper in another session because they are still writing the same paper, they will not allow you. The venues, there are so many venues that you don't know where they are. When they come out on the daily timetables, please try to look for them so that you know where these venues are. So that you don't wait until the D-Day and then you get up and be running from one place to the other. Because some of the venues are very far off. For instance, if you go to New N Block and then you have to go to LT3, you can imagine the number of minutes that you spend going to LT3, or you have to go to Central Cafeteria from New N Block. So please get all these places. When the daily timetable comes, just try to know the places. Try to know the places. I don't know if City Campus students have joined. If you're a City Campus student, I'm sure you are aware that all your online on-site examinations will be written here. I'm sure you are very much aware. So once you are aware, get to know where all these labs are so that you don't come on the D-Day exact time and you are now running from School of Nursing to UGBS graduate campus to take your paper. So Ms. Pencil and then Ms. Chum, having said this, I wish all our students all the best in their examination. We are just looking for, they shouldn't run into any problems. They should just take their time and then write. And as I've always told students, even if you are failing, please fail honorably. It is better to fail and come back and write than to try to do something, illegal. And then you are caught and you are tagged that you are under investigation. And they under investigation cases, when you cheat, you will struggle. Even your transcript, you cannot get it because you'll be tagged that you are under investigation. The names that will go to the banks for you to pay your fees, you are tagged that you are under investigation. Sometimes even the national service list that goes, if they don't edit it, it might go there. And some of you can complete, but because of the under investigation tag, you have to wait. No examiners board will clear you for graduation. So please, as I said, even if you were like that, even if that was how you came in here because you copied in your senior high and then passed and then came, desist from it when you are here, because we don't joke with examination malpractice. As I said, the credibility of our certificates is very key to us, and there are so many people who have passed through this university and therefore wouldn't even want the university's name to be dragged into the mud because students are cheating. Thank you very much. So I will pause here and then take your questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Yoko. It's a lot. I for one, I've been here for long, but I have learned a lot. So we open it up for questions. If you have a question, please use the emoji sign to raise up your hand, and then I will call you to ask your question. You can also put it in the chat box and I'll read it out.
Yes, please.
Good afternoon, madam.
Okay, so please, I'm Faustina. And please, I am with the city campus, and that is my registration center. But I don't know, am I supposed to write the exams at the main campus? Because I registered my center with a city campus. But during the exam time, I'm supposed to come to the main campus. Thank you.
Okay, first, just stay on. Let me know whether you. So, first, are you a regular city campus student who attends lectures from Monday to Friday, or you are a DE student who comes on weekends?
Sir, please, I'm a DE student. I study online and then face-to-face as well on weekends.
Okay, so you are a DE student. You're a DE student. This examination that is starting on the 18th, you are not part of it. The DE students take their exams at a different time. But what I know is that all those that are in the Accra City campus, they write their examinations on main campus during that time. But this particular exam that we are writing now, the timetable that is out now, that is not yours. This one is for regular city campus students, Kolebu campus students, University of Ghana, that's main campus students. The regular programs, please. You are not part of this. Contact your center at the Accra City campus. Go to the DE site, and they will give you your timetable. I don't know if they are done with their timetable, but you are not part of this exam, please. But the regular city campus students who are here, city campus students who are here, if you are writing any examination that is physical with answer booklets, you will write it at the Accra City campus. If it is a sit-in exam where you'll be using booklets, you will write it at the Accra City campus. However, if it is an online on-site exam, then you will write it on main campus here. Regular Accra City campus students, those who attend lectures from Monday to Friday, if you are writing a physical with answer booklet examination, the one that they will give you answer booklets, then you will do it at the Accra City campus. But if it is an online on-site exam, for instance, those writing academic writing and on academic writing, you take it at the Accra City campus. But if you are doing UGRC 150, that's critical thinking, that one is online, on-site. I don't think City campus students are taking that this semester, but next semester. So that one will be online on-site. So for now, all online on-site examinations are conducted here. That doesn't mean that maybe next semester or next year it will still be like that. Anytime we get enough computers at that place, at City Campus, you may be taking them there. But for now, that is the arrangement. And in this particular exam, that is the arrangement. Thank you. So firstly, I hope you are answered.
Okay, yes. Okay, so the next person is Kendra. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. Kendra, only Kendra should unmute herself and ask her question. Or the name Reina Chris Kendra.
Yes, sir, please. I'm very okay. Thank you very much.
Reina Chris Kendra, please. Okay, then because of time, we'll move forward. We have Naomi. Naomi, Amano, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Naomi, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay, then we move to Godfred. Godfred Achampon.
When you raise your hand, be attentive. So that when they call you, then you respond. So Godfred, yes, you can come.
We don't have time, so please, because of time, if you mention your name, just unmute yourself. So we have Godfred. Godfred Achampon, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Godfred, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, Samuel Gate, come, please. Ask your question.
Yeah, please. Okay, please. My question is, I saw in the timetable a day with two same courses, but the time was varying. But you were talking about the distance. You were talking about the distance. So one was from 7 to 2:30, and the other one was from 3:30. So maybe because of the distance you are talking about, is it advisable that we go to maybe make a report that there is a clash or something like that because of the timing?
Let me get this. On every day we have 3 different sessions. We have 7:30, we have 11:30, we have 3:30. If the 2 courses are not coming at the same time, say if it's in 7:30, you are writing 2 of your courses, you can report to us. That is a clash.
Oh, okay.
But if you are writing one at 7:30 and writing one later on, it is not a clash.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So you can take up to 2 papers. For 3, we don't allow, but for 2 papers, we allow you to take. But you can still report it to us. We'll check and see because, level 100, there are not so many. But when it is that congested one, with everybody, we are mindful. It's difficult when you are moving one of them. But, you can report it to us and we'll see. But it is not a clash if it is not starting at the same time. Once one will not eat into the other, it is not a clash. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Naomi, you are now, you've now unmuted, so you can talk.
Hello. Yes.
Naomi Mamle Amano. Okay, then who is talking?
Hello.
Before Naomi comes in, I've seen in the chat. Okay, Naomi, please go on. Naomi, please ask your question.
I was muted by someone, that's why.
Hello, madam. Hello, madam.
Yes, we can hear you.
Go ahead and
talking,
talk,
I can hear you.
This is Philip. Yes. Up to now, I've not got my ID card. Whenever the ID card comes, mine is not in the back. What do I do, please?
Which college are you?
DE.
DE. So
yes.
Are you in the Accra Learning Center?
Yes, please.
You can get a provisional ID card for now, especially when your timetable comes out that you are going to start your exam. I haven't checked well to know which date you will be starting, but make sure that you don't go to the exam center without a provisional ID card. You can pick it up at the Accra Learning Center before you start the exams. If you don't also get it there and you come to this, you can go to the College of Education, their academic office. They'll give you a provisional ID card for that purpose.
Okay, so can I do it? Let's say any moment from now, or I should wait till the exam
Yeah,
time?
you can do it any moment from now, so that you know you have your provisional ID card, in readiness for your exams when the time comes.
Okay, thank you. But I want to find out why the main ID card is not coming, please.
I can't answer that question from where I sit, please, because I don't know why. But your college should be able to respond to that. Unfortunately, the college people are not here. This is from the main Academic Affairs Directorate, and then Careers and Counseling. So your college will be able to respond to that, please.
Okay, thank you so much. So please, are the timetable in?
Which one is this? You see, we don't always want the blank. Like when you ask it this way, there are different timetables. If it is the DE one, no. If it's a DE one, not yet. They haven't brought it out yet that I know of. But I will just call them to find out. However, whatever timetable you have seen now is for regular students. And let me just tie that to somebody asked a question whether the DE people are not part of this. They are part of it because this is for all freshers. We are telling you about do's and don'ts in an examination. So you are part of it.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Yo.
I've seen quite a number of messages about ID cards and things. Someone is asking, even for regular students, about their ID cards. If they don't have their ID cards, can they come with their provisional? Someone is also talking about it being spelled wrongly on her ID card. I don't think that should be answered here.
Somebody has gone to mute me again. I'll respond in the sense that if you have already collected a provisional ID card for the IA, look at the expiry date. Once it is not expired, you can use it. It is not a self-printed ID card. These are small ID cards that are even laminated. If you don't have it, you get to those places that I mentioned, acquire one before it is time for examination. If you've not been given an ID card yet, when you get to the exam center, when you get to your college to pick the provisional ID card, let them know that you've not been given an ID card yet. Because some of you have been given, but you've started losing them. So you let them know that you've not been given. And then I'm sure they will take your name and they'll also follow up. Even as they give you the provisional one, they'll still work on it for you to get your actual ID card. So Edwin, I can go on. So I've seen somebody ask a question. Please, is the venue not yet in? Yeah, so as I said, we haven't loaded the venues yet for the first paper, but they'll come soon. Please.
Okay, please, Mr. Yoko, please, can you please tell them what plagiarism is? A lot of them are asking, what is this plagiarism? What is this plagiarism you are talking about?
That. I'm just trying to confirm whether the DE level 100 timetable is out. So Mr. Bauer will confirm that for me. Okay. So plagiarism. You want to know, but you are holding smartphones, smart devices that I can just check the meaning of plagiarism. So when I do my work and then you go and then copy my work, you've plagiarized my work. So whether it is,
sorry for cutting in. The timetable is in. For
okay,
the
distance
students.
The distance level 100 one is in.
Yes, please.
Okay, when was it sent?
Today.
Okay, because Mr. Bauer said he was just checking. Okay, thank you very much. So those accents, yes. And again, level 100 timetable, provisional timetable is out. It is provisional. Yes, if you have complaints, complain now, so that they can make the corrections before they come out with the final timetable. And that, you can ask your question.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's afternoon. Oh, it's afternoon. Sorry, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Your afternoon, please.
Please, I request to know about the examination center registration. So please, we did that when we're applying for, like when the admission form came and stuff, when we're applying for the courses. So I request to know if we are to go to the various campuses again to do another registration for the examination centers, or we are to maintain the one that we registered already, sir.
I'm sure Endurance is a DE student. Is it confirmed?
Sir, please come again, sir.
Are you a DE, distance education student?
Yes, sir.
Okay, distance education student. So sorry, I have Mr. Bauer on the line. Let me just ask him. Mr. Bauer, yeah, they said they've seen the timetable. However, they are asking the question. If they pick their examination centers at the application stage, now that they're about to write exam, do they have to do another thing to let them know that yes, they're writing their exams at the various places, or there's nothing for them to do? Okay, unless they're changing. Okay, so they'll just go to the new place and then tell them. They'll do what? Okay, so Miss Endurance, the response is that you go to where you selected for the exam. That is where you are going to do it. The only time that you have cause to go to another place is if you are changing. For instance, maybe you were in WA working, you've been transferred to Koforidua, so you now want to take it at Koforidua, or special assignment to Takoradi. You are there now and you want to write your exam there. You can, just report at Takoradi Center. They will check the details and then admit you in there to write your exam.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So they said they received the timetable. So thank you.
Or do you have to do that before the exam?
Yes, you have to go before the exam, so they will know that you are coming there. They can, so they'll prepare for you. Dennis,
okay.
Kwabena, Anam.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, your question is not coming on, Dennis. Now, a number of you are asking of the venues. I repeated this in several times that we have what we call the daily timetables, which will be uploaded on the university's website. Then you go to featured links. Under featured links, you will go there and then you find the venues, the exact time, the index number ranges, and then all that. Please listen to these things. So you check by tomorrow, you will see the daily timetables uploaded there for you to check all these things. So Dennis, you can go ahead.
Hello, please. I also want to say something. Please, I wanted to say something.
Okay, say it, please.
Ernestina. Okay, so please, Ernestina Richumajima. I'm actually a continuing student, and I just wanted to.
You are actually a what?
I'm a continuing student, a level 200 student. I'm Ernestina Jima. So I wanted to hammer more on what you just said. Maybe the level 100s are thinking you are just, sorry to say, wrestling, but it's actually very serious. You shouldn't send any foreign material to the examination hall. I mean, it's good to fail honorably than to get all your semester examination cancelled. So please, this is just an innocuous advice. Please do your work. Don't mind anybody when somebody calls you. Focus more on yourself, okay? Because if they cancel all your semester paper, what are you even going to tell your parents? So just to add up to what our dear father said, please listen to him. No examination, no practice. Thank you. And I'm Ernestina Jima.
Thank you very much, Ernestina. Thank you for emphasizing that. Okay. So, yes. Your line, it keeps coming and then going,
Hello, sir. Please, I have a question.
Yo, ask.
My name is Faustina Mojaka.
Hello, sir. Can please
So, sir, I was actually in WA. Then I had a transfer to Accra. So I sent an email to the school for my center to be changed. And then
my organizer asked me to bring a letter to Accra City Campus, letting them know that I'm currently on transfer to Accra. But when I brought the letter, I was told since I've changed the center, there's no need for the letter again.
Yeah, since you have been to the center, that is the Accra Learning Center.
Yes, sir.
Is that the case?
Yes, I was at City Campus.
Yeah, so you went to the Accra Learning Center, which is the Accra City Campus.
Yes,
and
sir.
They're telling you that, instead of picking the letter, once you have come to them, they've taken your details. So there's no need to bring the letter. Is that not what they are saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they will admit you. You write the exams at that place. They've taken, your.
Okay, another thing is our ID cousin wasn't in before I came on transfer. So my organizer asked me to pick it up from City Campus. When I got there, they were like, they sent it back to WA. And when I called from WA to organizer said he hasn't received any ID card, so I should pick it here.
Hello.
And I don't know which is which.
So for now, I'll advise that you pick the provisional ID card.
Okay.
And then anytime you come to campus, you report it at the college academic office, College of Education. They'll pick it up there for you. They'll follow up and then get it from wherever it is. They'll track it for you.
Okay,
but
sir.
Get a provisional ID card for the exam.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so anybody can unmute and talk, because now when we even call, they are not able to talk.
Mr. Yoko, please, I believe that let's have it one by one. Otherwise, we would have all of them.
No, but you see, you've been calling and they're not coming.
Hello, sir. I am Benjamin Grant. Can I talk?
Yeah, Benjamin, go on.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Sir, all the ID cards are ready for the collections. Regarding the DE students, you see, what I've realized that they don't check their emails. It is ready, so all they need to do is that they have to just log on to STS and then book an appointment for the collection, please.
Thank you very much, Benjamin.
This is
Please check.
Jennifer. Hello,
Please
this is
check.
Jennifer.
Please check and then book for your ID
STS
card.
check,
Okay,
and
okay,
then
okay.
it's not there.
Take it easy.
Hello.
There.
Hello. Take it easy. I'll
This
moderate.
is
Take it easy.
Jennifer.
So right now, after Jennifer, for you to talk, I have to call you. So Jennifer, go on.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, please, I've gone to my STS several times, and then my ID card is not ready.
You're a distance student?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because if it is ready, I learned you'll be provided with a date for you to schedule to pick up your ID card. But I have been visiting my STS every now and then, and it is not ready.
Which learning center?
Across City Campus.
Across City Campus. Okay.
Please, I don't think you can check the readiness from the STS. It is not possible.
I checked it from the ID. The IDs that are ready, I think there was a list that was provided. Several lists were provided for us to check, to confirm.
Please just book an appointment. Go to STS and then just book an appointment. What you are saying, I don't think you know what you are saying actually.
No, okay. So, Benjamin, if you're advising that she should book an appointment, even regardless of the fact that she's not aware it has been printed, then go to the center, then just advise that. Not that she doesn't know what she's saying. She's saying she's going through the list, but she hasn't seen anything. So please book the appointment and then get there and then see.
Yes,
if it is ready, you pick it up.
Sorry for my.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think
thank you very much.
Because of the time.
So please just book that you want to pick your ID card. And then go to the center. If it is there, you pick it up. But also make sure that you get your provisional ID card in readiness. You get a provisional ID card from them in readiness, please.
Okay.
Joanna.
So Mr. Yoko, please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes,
good morning.
Yeah, good afternoon now.
Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. Okay, please about the ID collection. I went there last month to take mine because of the links that they shared, that the list they shared, that we should check it to see if our student ID is part of it. I checked it, it wasn't there, but on my STS, they had provided a date for me to book to come for my ID. I booked, I got there. They told me no, because my name was not part of the list, so it is not ready. So I should go. When they provide another set of lists, then I book again, then come for the ID. So about Mr. Benjamin saying that you still have to book regardless if your name is part of the list or not. When you go, you'll be asked to come back because it's not part of the list. So about you going for the provisional ID, that's the best, I think. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm just trying to get Mr. Bauer if he can answer some of this, because it looks like most of them are coming from the DE perspective. So that if we could get an answer, he's in a meeting. Yeah, Mr. Bauer.
Okay. So with those from
hello.
distance education, please can you hold on it? We are trying.
They'll register on STS, go and they tell them that their names are not in the list.
If you have any question concerning
most of them are Accra Learning Center
examination or practice, please ask those questions. For distance students and your ID cards and things, that one is being rectified by Mr. Yo.
Hi, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, please.
Please, I wanted to know about how, like, the exams, some of them are marked because, for instance, critical thinking and practical reasoning, there are times that you go there and you'll be asked to provide an answer about a certain topic or something. Is it that you need to quote exactly what you have in the slides, or like...
Hello, my son. This question that you are asking at this point, how do you expect us to answer it? You've been taught. And okay, so I've never been to a lecture hall. I don't know. You have been taught, and then every lecturer will always tell you his or her expectations. So please do as they've asked you to do. Nobody here can answer you, this question, whether you're supposed to provide what is in the textbook or what, the extra additional information that you have. Please, let's concentrate on these ones. Yeah.
Mr. Yoko, please, because of the timing, and also not to take too much of your time, because I know you are very...
You have already taken too much of my time. The number of calls that I've missed, I don't even know what I'm telling them. Yeah, so go on, Miss Pinstel.
Keeps on muting me. Okay, so please, Mr. Yoko, please, we know we've taken too much of your time, but if you can just tell us where they can go to for information about ID card and any other information, so that we can end the session, because it looks like if we keep on going on and on, we will end now and you take too much of your time. So please, if you can just tell us or tell them where they can go for information when it comes to ID card and all that. We know that we've said that you should put all this information they send to your students' email addresses. So please be checking your students' email address. But in relation to student ID cards and which college they can visit, please. Mr. Yoko, please, over to you.
So
someone keeps on muting.
Yeah, the person keeps muting everybody. So in relation to ID cards, if you are having any challenge with your ID card, please visit your college academic office. Unfortunately, see the DE, because some of them are not even in Accra here. It makes it very difficult, but they should report it at their various learning centers. So if you are in Ho, you report it at Chito. likewise, all the other places. You report it to them if you are there. But those on main campus and in the Accra City campus, if you don't have the regular Accra City campus today, if you don't have, report it at the regular site. That's the administration of the Accra City campus. If you're on main campus, you go to your college and then report it at your college that you've not received your ID card. But then, because you're not sure of when this ID card is coming, just get a provisional ID card in readiness for the examination.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please, I wanted to ask, if you have two courses clashing for the examination, what do you do and who do you report to?
You report it immediately to the Academic Affairs Directorate at the room D7. Room D7.
I'm a distance
examination. Oh, you're a distance student. Then that one,
yes,
you report it at your center. They will escalate it to the college.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
My name is Bernard. Please, I actually joined late. I wanted to, you keep mentioning about provisional ID card. I don't understand that one, please.
Okay, Bernard, so let me just come in. So this meeting has been recorded. We will put it on the Careers and Counseling YouTube page, so you can listen to all this that has been said. Please, not to cut you, but this has been recorded.
Yeah, Ms. Adwina, even though there's no time, let me just add that. Bernard, it is compulsory for you to go into any of our examination centers with an ID card, a University of Ghana ID card. Okay. So if you don't have a University of Ghana ID card, then you have to go to any of the college academic offices to acquire what we call a provisional ID card. It is provisional because after this semester, you can't use it next semester.
Okay, sir.
That is why it is provisional. Don't go into any exam center without an ID card or without a provisional ID card. Okay. Sylvester.
Whoever is talking now, I don't know where it's coming from, but please unmute yourself, please. So thank you very, very much, Mr. Yoku, for this. I'm really, really grateful.
The devil has muted you again.
It just shows that a lot of you have a lot of questions when it comes to examination. But Mr. about a lot of things, the examination malpractices and all those things. I was hoping you ask a lot of questions on that when you come to exams late. What will happen to you and all that.
Hello, madam.
But yes, please.
Please, the provisional ID card, do we have to pay for it?
No, you don't pay for it.
No, let me just answer.
Okay.
If you have been given an ID card and then you have misplaced your ID card, you will pay for it. If you have not been given an ID card at all, it is for free.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you very, very much. Please, if you have any question concerning these things, you can, as Mr. Yoku mentioned, you can go to your colleges. Go to your colleges and ask them all these questions that you have when it comes to your ID. Those on main campus, city campus, and then even though distance students, go to your centers, your distance centers, and ask all these questions. They are there to listen to you. Don't wait last minute before you go. When the day you have a paper, before you rush there to go and ask them these questions, please. Start now. This week is revision week. Use this week revision week to get your documents all ready. Use this revision week to get all your documents ready. Use it to know where your examination rooms are, where you're going to write your paper and all that. Use this week to check all these things because it's no more an excuse if you get things wrong. It's no more an excuse. If you come to examination hall late, it is you'll be punished. If you are caught cheating, you'll be punished. Mr. Yoko has mentioned about the prescribed calculators and prescribed watches and all those things you can carry to the examination hall. Don't go with your smartphones. Don't put your smartphone in your pocket and say that it was you have switched it off. So you need to, if you are caught with your smartphone, you'll be punished. So please, thank you very much for attending this program. I'm really grateful that a lot of you signed up and joined in to listen to us. And we would like to say a very big thank you to Mr. Yoku for this. I know that it's examination period and you really squeezed to come here, and we are really, really grateful for this. I'm really grateful for this. So over to Auntie Esther, please, if you have anything to say before we end this, or Mr. Yoku, if you also have anything to say, please.
Okay, so thank you very much, Careers and Counseling, for giving me the opportunity. We very much appreciate it, and we just hope that our students are going to go by the things that we've said here. So somebody just asked whether if you misplace your provisional ID card, do you have to pay for it? Yes, you always pay. If you have never been given an ID card and you go then they give you a provisional one for free, and you go and misplace the provisional one, then you go the next time, you will pay for it. If you've already been given and then you go for the first time and they give it to you, then you go and misplace that one again, you will pay again anytime you go there. Thank you. So thank you very much, Madam Edwina, and then Careers. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. And this has been recorded. It will be uploaded onto the Careers and Counseling YouTube page. So please, you can, if you came in late, you can go there and listen to all this, because we don't want anybody to come with any excuse why your paper has been cancelled or why you went to whatever. We don't want any excuse. That's why we had this for you. So thank you so much to everyone. Have a good day and all the best in your exams.
Thank you so much for joining in. Anytime I try talking, my line is muted. And thank you so much, Mr. Yoko, for also making time to share insights with us. We are so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you all.